to this non-stop turn and twist. God over his mercy. Watch out the done with God. Here much man to Allah. They all walk like a jump. FNM! Tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance. Ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in. Walk like a champion. Talk like a champion. Knock on your entrance. Ram pa pa pam pam.
Golden Hearts, let me hear you make some noise. Oh yeah, one more time, Golden Hearts, let me hear you make some noise. Woo! Hey, I just reached it, I didn't feel like we didn't win. Boy, Dignity Gardens stand on fire. The PLP had a lot to say last night, but we can have plenty to say tonight. Oh boy, I feel good, Uncle. I feel the fire. Give me the feel the fire burning, DJ, please. The fire burning, and y'all look good out there. Look at the people. FNM! I let y'all know now, this ain't no time to play cute. This ain't no time to sit down. We come to get loose tonight. Because this time around, what we doing? Oh, yes, my family, my FNM family, just want to welcome you to the Free National Movement Rally in the Alley. The grand finale. Tonight, it is all about our man, Brian Berkeley Brown. And he ain't just reached. He ain't just started. He been waiting long before the election bell ring. But before I get any further, get myself carried away, let us invoke the presence of the Lord and invite our national chaplain, Bishop Gregory Minister, open us up in a word of prayer.
Presence of the Lord is here.
FNM, make some noise. FNM, make some noise. If you know you got the victory, shout victory. Let us look to the Lord in prayer. God and our Father, we have come tonight. We have come tonight because we want to see a reset. We have come tonight because we want to see a fresh start. And Father, tonight we believe that this country and Golden Isles had enough of the suffering. We're suffering light bill, suffering with the medication, suffering with so many other things. High living. God, tonight we are asking you to hear our prayer. We pray for our leader tonight. We pray for the leadership team. We pray for this FNM party because we believe, God, we are the best choice to run this country. And so, Father, tonight, in the name of Jesus, we hear the cries of the people. We hear the cries of Golden Isles. We hear the cry tonight, God, and we believe that this time is the time for Brian Brown, who have served in this area all these years, live in this area, and God, we believe that he will do justice for the people. And so, Father, tonight, we are asking you, God, come Monday, after it is all over, you will hear Brian Brown is victorious. FNM, we are getting ready for 2026. And so, Father, tonight, let this be the beginning for the victory in 26. Victory 2026 and the 24th of this month. God bless you.
Amen. You may be seated. Bishop, thank you so much for invoking God's presence. We appreciate that blessing. Because trust me, what we have going on in this country, Bishop, what we got going on in this country today, we need great leadership and we need God even closer. Golden Hearts, we're in the heart of Dignity Gardens. And we are here tonight to send this message loud and clear. We are on the road to victory in Golden Hearts. I'm going to now call to the podium Mr. Duane Butler, who is going to beautifully perform our national anthem.
your head to the rising sun, Bahamaland. March on to glory, your bright banners waving high. See how the world marks the manner of your bearing. Pledge to excel through love and unity, pressing onward, march together to a common lofty goal. Steady sunward, though the weather hide the wide and treacherous shoal. Lift up your head to the rising sun, Bahamaland. Till the road you've trod leads unto your God. March on, Bahamaland.
FNM! FNM! Now, come down a little bit, DJ. The first speaker last night for the PLP, I call them the PLP. Are you all my manners? My name is Debra Moxey-Rolle, your National Vice Chairman of the Free National Movement. But tonight, I'm going as Nari, the MC. All right? So I want to hear Nari, the MC. All right? So for those who don't know me, you can call me Nari, the MC. Thank you very much. So I heard the first speaker for the Progressive Liberal Party last night. I think he's the ratified candidate for Fort Charlotte. And he said he had something on his heart. And he come in for Brian Berkeley Brown. What do you say? Your residency don't determine your resume. But I want to make me loud and clear right now. You just joined in politics. You can't relate. You know why? Because you and Darren is neighbors over PI. The people have to pay to come see y'all. But in politics, let me tell you a trick. You got to come see the people. And Brian Brown been seeing the people. So we can see who resume counts for what come on the 24th. Because why the people know Brian Berkeley Brown is their man. So they ain't coming over the bridge to see you. Because they home with Brian Brown. So you check that on your resume. And you put it on your political resume. And you better go see the people of Fort Charlotte. That's what you better go do. And then one more thing. Because then the PLP coming, they got him parading, get a bus here and a bus there and a bus everywhere. He coming in like he is a superhero and he's a superman. Some would call him Robin Hood. But I have a message for him. You need to stop robbing the hood.
The worst ever.
You can't give me. You can't take $5 from me. Dress it up with a bow. Take out your camera and smile and call it charity. That's a business you run in, my friend. So stop robbing the hood. You ain't no superhero. Don't dress up what you take from me. But hey, listen to me, yeah? Don't come for Brian Berkeley Brown. We on fire tonight, Dignity Guards. FNMs. All right. Now that we then established that protocol, I know you're all ready for some real fire now. Our next speaker, our first speaker, a man of strength, a man of intelligence. He has fierce advocacy. He don't back down. He don't fold. And he don't play. FNMs, help me welcome to the stage the next member of parliament who definitely will seal the deal for Freetown, Mr. Lincoln Deal II.
Here's the man with the plan. Here's the man with the plan. Freetown, calling Deal answer. Freetown, calling Deal answer. Here's the man with the plan. Here we go, here we go, here we go. When they come tell you to
FNM!
Use the FNM. You vote to vote Deal, not them. Freetown with the FNM. When they come tell you to vote for them. Go show them
FNM!
to vote Deal, not them.
Make some noise!
I said Freetown we vote. Like you say the deal is sealed. I said Freetown, we voting for a deal. Capro say the deal is real. Let's say that the deal we feel. More like you say the deal is sealed. When they come tell you to vote for them. Go show them use the FNM.
Make some noise, FNMs! Make some noise! Good night, Golden Isles! Good night to every mother, every father, every young person, every senior, every hard-working Bahamian who knows we deserve better than we've gotten these last 4 years. I bring you greetings from Freetown. Tonight is not an ordinary night, Golden Isles. Tonight is not business as usual, Golden Isles. Tonight, we ain't come here to play games, Golden Isles. Once in a generation, a community decides it will no longer be ignored. Once in a generation, a people rise up and say, not one more day. Once in a generation, we have to wake up and find our voice. And Golden Isles, that generation, that moment, that voice is you. Golden Isles has entered the chat. On Monday, you will send a message that shakes the entire country when you elect Brian Berkeley Brown as your next member of parliament.
For Brian, greetings for Brown. Golden Isles and the FNM taking over town.
You know, they say Brian has done nothing in the 8 years he was here. But Golden Isles, I know you're the fool. Brian has done more for you with his own money than they ever did with you for your money. For the past 8 years, some of them couldn't even find Golden Isles if they used Google Maps. Some of them, they ignored you. They took you for granted. They wrote you off. They come like strangers in the night looking for something from you. But you know Brian. You can trust Brian. You can depend on Brian. Do they know who they brought to your doors, Golden Isles? Where has he been, or what has he been doing in the past 8 years? Now, I ain't trying to egg him on, but, they send a lot of money was spent on some eggs, and nobody even got as much as an omelet from it.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. I know he have people walking up and down Golden Isles trying to get this election. But I know he live over PI. That's right. He's a Freetown resident. Polling Division 12 to be exact. And Darren, I knocked on your door and you ain't answer. But don't worry. When I'm in Parliament, I will give you much better representation in Freetown than they ever gave the people of Golden Isles.
Greetings for Brian, greetings for Brown. Golden Isles and the FNM taking over town.
But hear me now, Golden Isles. The story does not end with neglect. Because every time they forgot a community, God raises up someone for that community, to fight for that community. And that someone is a man you already know, a man you already trust, a man who don't need to be in Parliament to care. His name is Brian Berkeley Brown.
Greetings for Brian, greetings for Brown. Golden Isles and the FNM taking over town.
back to school with no position and no government money. Who did that? Brian Berkeley Brown. Programs for seniors with no position and no government money. Who did that for you? Brian Berkeley Brown. After school tutoring with no position or no government money. Who did that for you? Brian Berkeley Brown. BJC, BGCSE classes with no position and no government money. Who did that for you? Brian Berkeley Brown. Feeding programs for the community of Golden Isles. Who did that for you? Brian Berkeley Brown. Everywhere you go in Golden Isles, you hear the name Brian Berkeley Brown.
B is for Brian, B is for Brown. Golden Isles and the FNM taking over town.
But now, you see a government that has ignored many of you for 4 years. Now acting brand new. Paving roads in panic. Dropping supplies in fear. Trying to buy forgiveness with asphalt. And the roads look good. But listen, they like to say that Bahamians have short memory. But Golden Isles, show them you ain't forget. Let them know something tonight. Golden Isles is not an afterthought. Golden Isles is not a photo op. Golden Isles is not your last-minute project. And Golden Isles is not your political playground. Golden Isles is the constituency that will shake this entire country on Monday. Come Monday, this is going to be a rising community which is more powerful than a seeking administration. So on this final push, young people of Golden Isles, you are not the afterthought, you are the deciding vote. Vote Brian Brown. Families of Golden Isles, you are not forgotten, you are the foundation. Vote Brian Brown. Small businesses of Golden Isles, you are not overlooked, you are the future economy. Vote Brian Brown. Seniors of Golden Isles, you are not left behind. You are the roots, the wisdom, and the backbone. Vote Brian Brown. On Monday, bring your sister, bring your neighbor, bring your co-worker, bring your voter's card, bring your pot cake, and when you reach to that polling station and they ask who you voting for, say it with confidence. Vote. Say it with conviction. Vote. Say it like you're choosing the future of Golden Isles. So on Monday, November 24th, let's seal the deal in Golden Isles and vote Brian Brown. FNM.
This time around, this time around, this time around, we girl with Brian Brown. This time around, this time around, this time around, we girl with Brian Brown. This baby, he got so much to give. Educational programs, young people and the kids. You ain't gotta be no whiz. Brian handling business, all kind of things in these senior citizens. Hey, Golden Isles, we see the sign. Brian Brown, we'll be just fine. And Golden Isles, no, we ain't blind. He's been like our MP, long, long time.
FNM, let's hear for the next member of Parliament for free time, Mr. Lincoln Deal. One of them.
I'm voting for Brian Brown because he's the right person for the job. I met Mr. Brown through my Grammy when he was working British American. Me, him, my brothers, we went to dinner. We talked about everything, talked about what I wanted to do. And he's always been reliable, consistent, and he's a good man. I just want a better government in, and someone who's like reliable and consistent, because the PLP wasn't consistent in anything in the community. He never left the office. The office been open from in the morning till the night, and he's always here. He does summer camps, he does BJC for the kids. He also did something with the older folks with the bus program. He gave back to the community. He goes door to door, visits everybody, that make sure everyone is straight. This time around, we're going with Brian Brown. He never left and he never will.
This time around, we're going with Brian Brown. So one of the things candidates for Freetown said, the pick is not it. His representation is the Golden Joke program. I listened to him on the Guardian radio Wednesday. We trying to find his representation. So when the host asked him, say, what you been doing at BAIC all this time? We got 15 million. We ain't got no way. What's happening? Where the money? Guess what he do? The fella throw the PLB under the bus again. He tell us, say, the Ministry of Works is laying out the program. How in the world, from 2021 to now, you then had a minister switch? This must be Clay project. Because Clay was the minister when it first started. He then gone. But you telling me now, the ministry just laying out the program? And then the PLBs wonder why we can't trust them. But Brave tell us, the PM. Daddy tell us that the Golden Yoke is under the preview of the Bahamas agriculture and the BAIC. So I trying to figure out, like, are they a part of the same party? Is Darren on their team, or he just lost in the sauce? Because clearly something ain't adding up. But then when the FNM question them, oh, we political grandstanding. No, we work for the Bahamian people and we go hold you all accountable. FNM! So right, Golden Hours, we moving from fire, we going to force. Our next speaker is a warrior for the Bahamian people. A woman of service, wit, and poise. She has Chester all out of sorts down there in Exuma. He being the acting prime minister so much because he daddy never home and he always traveling. But I can tell him one thing. You better come back on home, Chester. Because the next MP for Exuma, Lady Debra Moxey-Rolle is on the ground. And she is our next speaker for the night. Let's welcome her. She comes.
Well, anyway, I can fall down the road to see the key down. I just take that road. And the key down there, it's going to be some problem. Because guess what? I got a headache and I tired man. Every other night, Andrew would come round. Tell me, nice little wife, we gotta work today. But he goes to the bar, catch a few with the boys. Let dominoes, drink the liquor and make noise.
Good night, Golden Isles. You look good tonight. Golden Isles is red, red, red. I bring greetings from the beautiful Exumas and Ragged Island, where the people just like you are feeling the weight of this government every single day. And I come here to tell you, from Golden Isles to the Exumas, from Ragged Island straight through the whole Bahamas, the cries are the same. This PLP government has been making life harder, not easier, for everyday Bahamians. People are feeling burdened, victimized, marginalized, and oppressed. We are not feeling empowered in any way. In Exuma, we are fighting for basic fairness and transparency in the Rosewood and in the moorings deals because our people deserve answers, not secret deals where politicians call the shots. This government went silent while we suffer in Exuma from the closing and rebranding of our anchor project. We lost 400 plus jobs, along with significant airlift it brought to our island. Every sector of our economy has been impacted. Tell us, Mr. Deputy Prime Minister, did something go wrong with the negotiations? 14 long months with many more to go, as construction does not start now until the second quarter of 2026. We are fighting for real investment in our clinics and in our schools, for proper staffing, for equipment that actually works. Exuma needs 24-hour health care and emergency system. We are fighting for lower living costs because groceries, gas, and electricity are heading in one direction, and that's up. In Ragged Island, our fishermen are still waiting on the fishing dock and channel dredging they were promised. The cost of shipping, the cost of food, the lack of opportunity are all hitting our family island communities hard.
The worst ever, the worst ever. Philip and his crew are the worst ever.
And Chester Cooper, if you move Ragged Island from the Exuma constituency, I promise you, your failure will follow you and the PLP, wherever they vote. All of us are facing the same struggle, Golden Isles, because this government ain't listening to you. They ain't answering you, and this government is not showing up for you. They're remembering you now because an election is at hand. But hear me, Bahamians are waking up. And when Bahamian people wake up, they don't whisper, they roar. That's why tonight I am proud to stand with my brother, your neighbor, your friend, Brian Brown. Brian ain't no stranger. Like Bahamas there, he don't just fly here, he lives here. Brian is someone who has lived here, worked here, served here, not for votes, but for love of this community. No salary, no constituency allowance. He is what leadership looks like. He is what representation is supposed to feel like.
B is for Brian, B is for Brown. Golden Eyes and the FNM taking over town. B is for Brian, B is for Brown,
Brian is the kind of man who shows up when the cameras are off, when the lights are dim, and when the real work is calling. At Golden Eyes, he can carry you forward if you stand up on Monday and vote for him. November 24th is your day. Let it be a red letter day. Your moment, your power. Because if you want change in Golden Isles, if you want change in the Exumas, if you want change in Ragged Island, if you want change in this entire country, it starts with this by-election. It starts with you, Golden Isles, and it starts with Brian Berkeley Brown. And so, Golden Isles, I want you to lift your voice tonight. Tell Brave Davis and the PLP loud and clear, Golden Isles is not for sale. The Bahamas is not for sale. And this time around, we're going with Brian Brown.
Let's make it official. Yeah, rolling the ground. Golden Isles, blow the whistle. I'm like the sheriff in town. We need no pickle. Brian's been on the ground. So let's make it official. Golden Isles and Brown. Let's make it official.
And for them, let's say for our next number, Parliament for Exuma once again.
Sheriff in town. We need no pickle. Brian's been on the ground.
So, everybody know that Brian Boots is on the ground. So don't sit down, don't sit down. Just stand up to your feet, stand up to your feet. Because this lady, she doesn't need any introduction. She is coming to carry us and give us some good entertainment, and we're going to put our boots on the ground. FNMs, join me and let's welcome Wendi to the stage.
Come on, FNMs. Y'all know the drill, right? Y'all know the drill, right? Brian, where your pants at? Oh, where your, let's go. Where your, let's go. 40 up, hey. We work for you, hey. And we got boots on the ground. FNM said, hey, work for you. And we got boots on the ground. Hey, we got work to do. We got to vote them out. They say we on the move, but they don't say it's down. They fly from coast to coast. Don't care about what they spend, but we know what to do. Here at the FNM, we work for you. Hey, let's go, and we got boots. Let me see the boots on the ground. Golden House, let me see you wave your pom-poms. Golden House, y'all know what y'all doing, right? Hey, so vote them out. We cut. Hey, hey. Come on, I like it. Hey, FNM said, oh, we work for you. Yes, and we got boots on the ground. Listen, we got work to do. We got to vote them out. They say we on the move, but they don't say what. They fly from coast to coast. Don't care about what they spend, but we know. I need to hear you, FNMs. Let them know we ready. Let them know we ready. Can I get y'all to jump on your feet? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Where them fans at? Where them flags at? Where them, sing for me. We work for you, yes, and we got boots on the ground. FNM say, we work for you. Brian Brown said he worked for you, Golden House. Let's go, FNM. Vote, vote, vote. Hey, let's go, FNM. We work for you. FNM say, we work for you. FNM, so work them out.
Say it for Wendi. Say it for them. Let's say it for Wendi. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. Brian Berkeley Brown boots been on the ground. This time around, I mean 8+ years. Lost the election and still stay here. Office been running and never stopped. And the PLB got the gall to be questioning our man. Who ain't been there? They don't even have no record to run on. They want to attack the man who been doing all these personal pocket. And you talk about the goodness of your heart. That's the goodness of your heart right there. No government money, all from his heart. That's the man we got in Golden House. Our next speaker. For fuck's sake, man. This fella really have Fred in a frenzy. I mean, Fred can't tell you left from right. We got a homegrown Foxillian with the people's best interests at heart. We got a doctor who was cared for many. And he is going to take the pulse of Foxhill to another level. I bring to you to the stage the next member of Parliament for Foxhill, Dr. Nicholas Fox.
One night with the FNM.
I start, I have a question. Am I the only one confused that a hot dog would cause so much drama and derail an entire campaign of the most astute, the most senior politician in the PLP?
Who let the dogs out?
Angus beef, baby. Angus beef. Fox Hill in the house. Golden Isles. Golden Isles. Look at this crowd. Look at the energy. I mean, the energy is palpable. You all showing out, man? This right here tells me one thing. The people, them, ready. Ready for better. Ready for change. Ready to fire them.
You gotta fire them. Got to fire them.
Now listen to me. All y'all know the PLP, dirty. They dirty bad. Okay? Ain't nobody need to tell us that. They then vandalized my medical office. But they have nothing to do with this political campaign. Not once, but twice. Okay? They cut through the ceiling, tried to hack into my computer, stole my iPads with sensitive patient information, threw documents across the floor like they had no respect for me. And for what? To intimidate me?
Are you serious?
Dead serious. To scare me? To send a message? But hear me tonight. Hear me tonight, PLPs and FNMs. I have been through worse. I am born and bred Foxhillian. I survived cancer. I fought for my life. So trust me when I tell you, cancer couldn't break me, so the PLP sure as hell can't break me.
The worst ever. Philip and his crew are the worst ever.
And guess what? I am still here standing, serving all my patients and serving the great constituency and community of Fox Hill. Still fighting for every Bahamian every single day.
Many rise, many drop, but we solid as
As a doctor, I see this reality close up. Families cannot afford medication. People delay in care because ain't nobody want to go to PMH in the first place. People delay in care because they can't pay. Bills going up and up. The cost of living is sky high. And the PLP looking at you with a straight face about, boy, things sweet. Sweet for who? Sweet for who? Not for us. It has taken 1,521 days for this government to come to you in Golden Isles. But it only takes 3 days without water to dehydrate and eventually die. And 60 days without food before dying from starvation. Yet, this government, this PLP government, who's supposed to be for the people, has neglected Golden Isles for 1,521 days, as if you were a bad child or a forgotten lover.
The worst ever.
That's why on November 24th, what are we doing? We're voting them out. Fire them.
You gotta fire them. Got to fire them.
And when the general election comes, what are we gonna do? Fire them again.
You gotta fire them. Got to fire them.
Because this is bigger. This is much bigger than Golden Isles. This is about the future of the entire country. We tired of dirty politics. I know about y'all, but I tired of gangster leadership. And I am sick and tired of intimidation. Golden Isles deserves better. Okay? Golden Isles deserve better. The whole Bahamas deserves better. And Golden Isles got better with who? Brian Berkeley Brown. Brian ain't no visitor. Brian ain't no outsider. He's your neighbor. He's your friend. He's a man who serves. And he does not hide. He is quite visible everywhere. He will stand up for you, and he will fight for you. Okay? He will help to build a safer, stronger Golden Isles. So we are in this to do what? Win it. We are in this to win this. We ready to fight. We are ready to fight, and we are ready to finish strong. And on Monday, we are making our voices heard. What are we doing this time? This time around, we are going with Brian.
This time around, this time around.
Foxel in the house.
This time around, we hear it Brian Brown. This time around, this time around. This time around, we hear it Brian Brown. Let's make it official.
He said something.
I've lived in Golden Isle for more than 33 years. I've never seen the level of woeful neglect as I've seen under the previous MP. Mr. Brown has demonstrated the qualities and the character of servant leader. I walked from Golden Isle Road to Adelaide with Mr. Brown. And what amazes me is you hardly can call a name or describe a house in this community and Mr. Brown can't say who lived in that house. He will tell you the name or he will tell you the house where the individual lived. He made meaningful contact with the residents of Golden Isle. His office was open for the last 4 years. He held GCSE classes, BJC classes, summer camp for the kids, Easter egg hunt, Mother's Day, prayer breakfast. He provided jobs for young people and not too young people. I support him because if a man can do that outside of the House of Assembly, can you imagine what representation he will bring to the House for Golden Isles? This time around, we are going with Triple B, Brian Berkeley Brown.
And we gonna wait the answer, like we waiting all other set. So now let's keep this going. Our next speaker is a champion for justice. A strong Bahamian woman with a heart for the people. She is no stranger to us. A lady filled with energy. Help me welcome to the stage Golden Isles. The hunt is on, and show some love for our executive member, Ms. Heather Hunt.
I'm gonna wind up. I'm not gonna cut no style. If any man wanna wind up on me, I'll be having out a bumper slack. I'm gonna grind up. Can't you see how I go? FNM! Don't watch me no face.
How you feeling out there?
I'm a big woman, I'm a little girl, and I'm 16 again.
How you feeling?
Me to be the same.
I'm a big girl now. And I came to Golden Isles with a message. I's a big girl now, FNMs. And FNMs and Golden Isles, y'all look amazing. You know, FNMs, some people in that crew like to say, tell them come. Y'all heard that one? Tell them come.
Well, Golden Isles, I ain't just coming. I come in for them, and we come in for the PLP. FNMs, I want to speak to you tonight just for a few minutes from a very real place. No hype, no noise, just truth. FNMs, before I came here to talk politics, I came here as a Bahamian woman. I'm a mother. I am someone who has lived through the pain and sacrifice that so many families in this country are carrying on their backs right now. Now listen, you know, when we were growing up, I used to hear Mama say a lot of things. But I used to hear Mama talk about the PLP. And they'd say, you know, mind now, be careful of that crew. That's a vindictive bunch, you know. And boy, they had their share of stories to tell back then. And they had plenty stories to back up their statements. But you know, FNMs, despite all of that, somehow deep down, when I was a little girl, I thought that they was exaggerating, like it couldn't be true. Like they had to be telling a political fairy tale. But Golden Isles, I'm a big girl now, and I've lived long enough to see it for myself. And let me tell you, it was never a fairy tale. It was a warning. It was a warning about the PLP, and it's playing out right before our eyes in this country.
Worst ever, the worst ever. Philip and his crew are the worst
They
ever.
are the worst ever. The worst ever, that's what they are. And this government is a government that decides who gets help and who gets left behind. This is a government who gets to decide who eats the good of the land and who has to pick peas out of mess. This is a government that refuses to operate in the sunshine while awarding millions of dollars of no-bid contracts to the favored few. This is a government that punishes critics and rewards insiders. FNMs, the PLP has taken us back to a place that many of us never thought we would ever see again.
You gotta fire them, got to fire them.
FNMs, people my age, we were raised to believe that home ownership was within reach. We were taught you could get a good job, you could build a future, you could raise your children in a country that is moving forward. We believed that we would grow into a Bahamas where the healthcare system works, where our parents and our seniors could get what they need. But look where we are now. Far, far, far away from those common, loftier goals. FNMs, the cost of living is swallowing up entire families. The government cannot keep the light bills down. Affordable housing is out of reach, but the government is sinking 20, not 10 million, $20 million in housing projects with little or nothing to show. The NHI pharmacy lines are empty. The seniors are walking away without medication. Meanwhile, the government owes millions to medical suppliers. The clinics are neglected. The hospital is in crisis. The morgue cooler in Freeport has been down for 2 days. And FNMs, the courageous men and women who cry for help, they get suspensions instead of solutions. We have to fire them.
You gotta fire them, got to fire them.
We have to fire them, FNMs. We have to fire them. And it is not just political. This is personal. Now, FNMs, many of you know, I cared for a diabetic husband months before he passed away. And I saw and I know what it feels like when the system fails the people that you love. And I understand how you feel when the actions or the inactions of the government of the day actually determine who lives or who dies. They find it hard to pay civil servants. They find it hard to pay contractors. But they spend millions of dollars traveling all around the world. And on top of that, The PM have the nerve to brag that everybody call him daddy? FNMs, what kind of daddy that is? What kind of daddy does that to his children? Well, daddy. Oh, daddy, daddy. Mama hungry.
Tell your mama hungry, papa hungry.
Papa hungry.
Sister hungry. Do something for the war.
Do something for the war.
Knock the door. Tell them mama hungry.
Mama hungry. Daddy, come feed your children. Be the parent that we need. But you know what? We don't want you to be the parent we need because we're ready to fire you and everyone one by one. Starting Monday the 24th when we vote for Brian Berkeley Brown.
B is for Brian, B is for Brown. Golden eyes and the FNM taking over town. B is for Brian, B is for Brown.
All right. So I know about being a parent. I have 3 beautiful daughters. I know what it is to be a parent. And back when my last daughter was 3 months old, she was still nursing on my breast when I entered into frontline politics because I knew what I wanted for her and what I wanted for the country, and that is a better Bahamas. That is what good parents do. We work and we sacrifice for our children no matter what. Well, guess what? That 3-month-old baby is now 14, and I am right back here again. And I am fighting, and I am standing, and I am speaking, because her future, your future, and the country's future is worth the sacrifice. Now, Golden Isles, I want the same future for you that I want for my children. I want a Bahamas where you can afford to live and live well. I want a Bahamas where you can feel safe, where the government works for you and not just the few. A Bahamas where your children can dream without fear. And Golden Isles, that's why I'm here tonight, to stand with a man that embodies just that. Golden Isles, tonight I stand with your man and your next member of parliament, Brian Berkeley Brown.
B is for Brian, B is for Brown.
Golden Isles, he's the neighbor who never left you. He is the servant leader who shows up every single day. He is the man who's been fighting for this community long before election season came around. He's a man who never scared, and he'll continue to fight for you after November the 24th. You know, Brian is not here just for show. He's not here for a little bit of shine. He's here because he wants progress. Brian is here because he wants change. And Golden Isles, Brian is that change. Golden Isles, I have walked your community with Brian Brown. I have heard you. I know he has heard you. Golden Isles, the FNM has heard you. And we hear what you want. A better life, a safer future, a stronger Bahamas. And it starts right here, right now. So Golden Isles, oh Golden Isles, on November the 24th, vote Brian Berkeley Brown. Brian Berkeley Brown. Brian Berkeley Brown. Vote FNM and fire them. Good night, FNM.
FNM. FNM.
Good night, Golden Isles.
FNM. FNM. FNM.
I'm a constituent of Golden Isles. I've been living here for the past about 25 years, and the reason why I would say that you should vote for Mr. Brian Brown is because over the years we haven't had no effort or no assistance from the previous government. If you have seen him for the past two elections, he actually was still there on the force, on the ground. Boots on was always on the ground. And I can truly say, whether you're FNM, PLP, COI, or independent, you came to him and he will always assist you. His office was still open to everybody. And if he's not in office, there's always a representative that's there to represent him until he gets there. He had summer camps, he did back to schools, he has a tour that he takes the senior citizens on every once a month. What he calls his precious pearls. He's a people's person. He listens, he understands, and he is there for you all the way. So he is really a great man, a giant of a man. And he's really the man for the chance. So I advise anybody and everybody to come and give him a chance so we can really see that what the FNM is really about and what Mr. BBB, Mr. Brown, is all about. So this time around, all around, and always around, we will begin with BBB, Mr. Brian Brown.
This time around, we go with Brian Brown.
Our executive member, Ms. Heather Hunt. So PLP, I know you're watching. When you ask what Brian Berkeley Brown resume, the people telling you for yourself. Take a page of this book and you can see what he's dealing with. So up next, we welcome a man who has served this country with strength and discipline. A proven leader, a steady voice, a champion for safer communities. I saw a sign in Yellow saying McKell for PM in 2031. So they must get about 4 different PM coming. But I can tell you one thing, this man will definitely make sure that the only place that goes is as far as that sign. So get up on your feet and welcome to the stage the next member of Mount Moriah, Mr. Marvin Dames.
We come to win it. Mount Moriah, let's do it. Marvin Dames, we moving. FNM the moment. We come to win it. Mount Moriah, let's do it. A lot of people coming in Mount Moriah, posting all the photos, pretending like they doing something big, acting like a hero. But there ain't no like Marvin Dames. FNM do it better. They don't Marvin no way no dance. FNM do it better. When it comes down to Mount Moriah, Marvin Dames, you get your vote. Moriah, you know it. We need to be happy. Moriah is scared.
FNM! Golden House! Are you battle ready? Are you battle ready? Listen. Please, thanks. Thank you. The enemy is wounded. Daddy is pulling out all of the stops. He bringing his nephew, he bringing his stepson, he bringing his grandson. We don't know what Daddy will do next to try to steal Golden Isles. But that ain't happening under our watch, right? Let me hear you. Are you battle ready? FNM's Golden Isles, are you battle ready? Good night. Let me pay my respects to my people of Mount Moriah. Good night to you if you're listening. Because if you see this crowd out here tonight, you know what the Bahamian people are thinking. And so I bring greetings. I bring greetings all the way from Mount Moriah. And greetings to the next Member of Parliament for the great constituency of Golden Isles, Mr. Brian Brown. Brian, you are the man, brother. You are the man. So, listen, permit me, please. Permit me just to take you back into history a bit. Because sometimes we must remember where we came from to understand how we as a nation have been hoodwinked, bamboozled,
swindled by the PLP, all for the benefits of their families, their lovers, their cronies, and their friends. In 1967, when we achieved majority rule under the PLP, it was a glorious moment for working class Bahamians. For the first time, we had taken control of our nation. We believed that we could finally dream the impossible and achieve the impossible. But that dream was short-lived. Our founding fathers, led by the fearless Sir Cecil Wallace Whitfield, sounded the alarm. They were called the Dissident Eight, but they were in fact the pioneers who saw that the PLP had broken its contract to the Bahamian people. So in May of 1970, they broke away to form the Free PLP. And by October 1971, they established a party we proudly call the Free National Movement. FNMs! FNMs! So FNMs. Where am I going with this? Our founders saw decades ago what we are witnessing here today in a modern Bahamas. They saw the past or beyond the PLP's facade. What they saw disturbed them so deeply that they choose to blaze a new trail based on integrity, based on honesty, and based on the original tenets of the movement before 1967. They saw the proverbial leopard spots, politics of dependency, deceit, dishonesty, wickedness, vindictiveness, victimization, nepotism, greed, arrogance, entitlement, materialism, shadiness, and wheeling dealing at the highest level.
The worst ever, the worst ever. Philip and his crew are the worst ever.
Everything they originally opposed to before 1967, the PLP became. And our founders wanted no part of it. These were men of principles, men of character, men willing to sacrifice their political ambition rather than betray the working class of this nation. As they predicted, these same PLP traits became the foundation of that party, and we see it so vividly today. Friends, families, and lovers. Look at the tens of millions in no-bid contracts handed out by the so-called has-been government. Look at the sale of the People's Corporation like BPL. Look at the giveaway of prime crime land to privileged few. And what does the working class get? A contract just big enough to keep you dependent. Just enough so they can remind you that they control your every being. And yet, the PLP has the nerve to bring up the UBP during every election. Let me tell you something. A new elite has emerged in our nation. And they are worse than the UBP ever was. They are crushing the middle class and suffocating the working class of this nation. Are you going to stand for it? That is the question. Bahamians, we have to stop catching hell and calling it a good time under this PLP government. This PLP has mastered the art of tightening the noose around Bahamians while smiling in our faces and telling us that all is well. To hell with that. Wake up, Bahamas. No more. I say no more. Golden Isles, you can begin today. No more. Lies, lies, and more lies. With the PLP If they tell you something, believe the opposite. Remember, the gambling referendum. Bahamians voted overwhelmingly against it. And what did they do? They went against the will of the people for their own benefit and legalized it. And the person they legalized it for, where is he now? Talking foolishness every day. Talking foolishness in Golden Isles. Enough with it. You have had enough. Say good riddance, PLP. Good riddance, PLP. What about the secret BPL deal that transferred major national assets into foreign hands? Where is the transparency? Where is the money supposedly sitting in the bank for the sale of the Grand Lucayan Hotel? Where is the Grand Bahama Airport project? This isn't governance. This is gangsterism. We are currently living in a gangster's paradise. And the head gangster is who? I say who? Tell me who?
The worst ever, the worst ever. Philip and his crew are the worst ever.
Victimization, victimization. Victimization has become the PLP's national trademark. Ask the custodian sent home because he or she dared to have a different opinion. Ask the teachers, ask the nurses, people who sacrifice daily, yet are disrespected because they dare to ask for dignity. A government of catchphrases. That's what the PLP are. Their new slogan now is building on progress. But let's look at this. Let's look at what they refer to as progress. Unemployment is up. The affordability crisis is strangling Bahamians. GDP growth is weak and stagnant. Is that progress? Bahamians still receiving soaring light bills, despite repeated lies and excuses from this worthless, good-for-nothing government. Is that progress? Our education system is failing our children daily. Is that progress? Unemployment, especially unemployment among the young, the youth between 15 and 25 years of age, is estimated to be as high as 20%. Should we expect that in a modern Bahamas? Is that progress? But they say things are good. I wonder where the money is going. They say the roads are being paved, constructions are taking place. I wonder where the money is going. An FNM government will find out and hold those accountable who are stashing away the people's money. This time, ain't no one getting away. Meanwhile, this has-been government increases travel budgets and flies around the world by the plane load to profile and spillagate while working class Bahamians are struggling to live day by day. Shame on them. Disgraceful. But this is the DNA of the PLP. What should we expect? Are we satisfied with this as Bahamians? Should we accept this for another 5 years? Should we accept this coming Monday? We can start now. Bahamians, stop catching hell and calling it a good time. A nation should be concerned. Just a few days ago, during the advance poll, our leader and chairman objected rightfully to the appointment of someone who referred to the Prime Minister as his adopted father. Oh, how nice. Someone who also served as the Prime Minister's campaign general. How nice. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to see the conflict of interest here. Yet, our Prime Minister defends this foolishness. You want someone like that representing you overseas? Conflict of interest, looking him in the eyes. And he's saying, I ain't see nothing. He like them people who like to throw rock and hide their hand. He throw rock and hide his hand. That's what the PLP is known for. Throwing rock and hiding their hand. The new elite of this country. Look at who they are bringing to their ranks. Media moguls, numbers moguls, all kind of moguls. And they say they are the government of the people. Foolishness. Bahamians, stop catching hell and calling it a good time. I can bring this to an end in a minute. But boy, I got a lot more to say. I can save that for another day. This is a government with no moral compass, no ethical bearing, and no shame. They have no shame. They tell you a lie today. You know it's a lie. They know it's a lie. They eye dry. As Bahamians, we should be deeply concerned. This man was elected to lead our nation. Are you not worried about his ability to make sound judgment? He continues to show us that he is incapable. It's time for Pintard. It's time for Pintard. Y'all ready for war? Carry on like you're ready for war. You ready for war? I'm ready for war. This Pintard time. Pintard, Pintard, Pintard. Now I can close right now. Trust me, I can close right now. Brian Brown, I gotta close with my man Brian. You know, I got my votes in my house lined up for you, Brian. Oh yeah, and I got more too. 4 plus more. Brian Brown, the next MP for Golden Isles. Before I close, let me speak a little about a man who has proven himself over and over and over again. Brian Brown, the next member of Parliament for Golden Isles. Brian has never wavered. Despite his defeat in 2021, he never abandoned the people of Golden Isles. He persisted. He served. He was, in truth, the de facto MP of Golden Isles. The PLP, as they have done across this nation for decades, abandoned the constituency. And now they think they are paving the road, cutting through trees, handing out a few contracts, and power shooting candidates will fool the people of Golden Isles. The people of Golden Isles know better. Not today. Not in this modern Bahamas. Brian Brown is our man. Brian Brown. Brian Brown. Brian Brown. Thank you.
This time around, we give it Brian Brown. This time around.
One more time for our next member of Parliament for Mount Moriah.
Brian Brown, this baby, it's got so much to give.
Half of them keep standing to your feet. Our next speaker needs no long introduction. He's the party's CEO who is red and never scared. A respected surgeon with a trusted hand. Half of them, let's welcome to the stage our national chairman, Dr. Duane Sons.
Golden Isles, FNM. We're in the final stretch now. And Brian Brown is ready. He is ready to serve as your next member of Parliament. And you don't know Brian. He is your neighbor. He's an advocate.
He's your friend. He ain't like some people who just give you their number and vanish. He shows up, he stands up, he works for you.
The FNM is working for you. It's too late for the two straight.
But you know, FNMs, this by-election is bigger than one constituency. This is about saving the Bahamas after 4 years of neglect. After, and I want you all to listen to all these words, an incompetent, corrupt, greedy PLP government is just traveling first class while the rest of the country is struggling. So we got a mission. We got to rescue this country from a cost of living nightmare that is making food, rent, and housing unaffordable. More Bahamians going hungry. The middle class is collapsing. Inequality is rising every single day under the PLP. So I say, Philip, gotta go. But the mission is bigger still. We must save our democracy from a prime minister who behaves like a dictator. We've seen victimization everywhere. We've seen scandal after scandal. Even senior police officers accused of criminal activity earlier this year. And instead of demanding accountability, the commissioner who presided over that mess got a soft landing in Canada. This is what gangster politics looks like. You see, there was never a new day PLP. It was the same old PLP with some fancy shirts, some blue dye, and a new slogan. And while they pretending to care, the PLP has been swinging deals behind your back, including a secret seabed lease worth almost $1 billion for their well-connected insiders. Add to that more than $500 million in no-bid contracts. The luxury travel, new first-class lifestyles, and private parties around the world. While Bahamians can't pay their bills, medical bills, rent, or school fees. And to make it even worse, they got another 500 retirees who were quickly rehired to double dip from the treasury, while ordinary people can't catch a break.
The worst ever, the worst ever. Philip and his crew are the worst ever, worst ever, worst ever, worst ever, worst ever.
You see, FNMs, this ain't right. This ain't fair. And we saw their desperation again this week with the advance poll. They tried the same old tricks, moving the ballot box in a way that we never agreed to. But thanks to our leader, Michael Pintard, thanks to Brian Brown and the FNM team, we stopped that move cold. We defended democracy because the PLP cannot be trusted with it. This is the playbook. Abuse the system, abuse the public purse, abuse their power, and hope that nobody fights back. But FNMs, we fight back. The PLP is all about abuse. They viciously attacked the National Food Task Force chair. Look at ZNS, which is now a PLP propaganda machine. They got their general manager trying to get a nomination. The communications director at OPM behaves more like a PLP campaign advisor. They ain't got no shame. Now, Golden Isles, I can end just talking a little bit about something that I care about, which is healthcare. For 25 years, the PLP hasn't built a single major health facility. It was the FNM, it was us, that built the critical care block, clinics all over the country. And we designed the modernization plan for PMH, including a world-class tower. But you know what the PLP did? They canceled it. Today, PMH is the worst it has been in decades. longer wait times, rats, rodents, uncollected medical waste had been there for months, broken down clinics, a year-long kitchen shutdown, vendors unpaid, ambulances shortage. We heard about the Rand cooler, the morgue broke down. This is more than incompetence. It is contempt. It is disregard for you, because they simply do not care. But you can turn this around, you know. You can restore good governance, fix our services, strengthen healthcare, address crime, because it begins right here in Golden Isles. Under Michael Pintard, with Brian Brown on the team, the FNM will work for you and your family. So Golden Isles, this is it. This is our moment. This is a turning point. Everything we love about this country, our democracy, our dignity, our children's future, is on the line. And what happens on Monday, November 24th, will echo far beyond Golden Isles.
Oh yeah. This time around, this time around, this time around, we girl with Brian Brown.
So on Monday, you got one job, only one. I want you to show up early. I want you to show up proud. And when you get to that ballot box, remember this. You deserve better. Your children deserve better. Your country deserves better. I want you to vote for Brian Brown. Vote for the FNM. Vote like your future depends on it. Because it does. FNM, FNM, FNM.
Been on the ground, so let's make it official. Golden Isles and Brown. Let's make it official.
FNM, let's hear it one more time for our chairman, who so articulately laid out the case that this PLP government is the worst in the history of the Bahamas. Now, Golden Isles, the next man coming to the stage isn't just a leader. He is a fighter. He is a voice for the people. And he is the deputy leader of the greatest political movement in this country. Put your hands together for me. Stand to your feet. And let's welcome our deputy leader, Shanendon Cartwright.
I've got my mind made up, and I won't turn back, 'cause I want to see my Jesus someday. I got my mind made up, and I won't turn back, 'cause I want to see my Jesus someday. Come on, everybody sing. I've got my mind made up.
FNM! Golden Isles! I've got my mind made up. FNMs! Golden Isles, can you hear me? Brian Brown, can you hear me? I told Brian just this week that I'm going into Parliament on Sunday to dust off the cushion on the side of me to get his seat ready. Let me thank Almighty God for allowing me to be here today as we get ready to elect Brian Brown, the next member of Parliament for Golden Isles. It's so wonderful to see the family out here tonight. I see Brian Brown. I see Ellsworth Johnson, the next member for Yamagra. I see Safent Roll, the next member of Parliament for Tall Pines. I see Kwesi Thompson, East Grand Bahama. I see Lincoln Deal, Freetown.
And if you look right at the back, I see our former leader, Tommy Tanquist. And somewhere, right wrong here somewhere, is our former leader, the Right Honorable Hubert Ingraham. Yes, FNMs. Yes, FNMs. So while, in the last 48 hours, we've been hearing about daddy this and daddy that. Well, we got some news. Papa Rich! So, FNMs, we are at a pivotal point in our nation's history. We have been here before, where the Bahamian people and Golden Isles need the free national movement to deliver them from this worthless government. 4 years ago, the Free National Movement told the Bahamian people and told Golden Isles that we would stand up and we would speak up for them. Crime is out of control. Immigration is out of control. The government is spending money out to you know what. So tonight, we start the journey to bring unstoppable change to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. But there is one thing that we must do. On Monday, we must vote early and make sure that Brian Buckley Brown is the next member of Parliament for Golden Isles. Now, they done tell me to, you can't talk too long, Deputy. So, let's get some things straight now. I hear them people the other day, last night, they had a little something down the road. And Chester Cooper was talking plenty about the leader, about our party. Well, they say you should sit small. Tell your name call. So, the monkey gonna put some questions to his ma tonight. So, Mr. Cooper, we know Chester Cooper is under a little pressure, Because, he hearing them footsteps from the member of Parliament from Elizabeth. And now, the fellow who running for them in Fort Charlotte. So, Chester a little concerned. He ain't too sure about how strong he's standing. So he talking out his head. But just two questions for you, Mr. Cooper. Where is the $120 million for the hotel in Grand Bahama? Where's the money? The Prime Minister only gave him 2 jobs, The first job was to sell the hotel. But he gone quiet and couldn't sell it. So the Prime Minister said, man, I give you 1 job. Let me go try and sell the hotel. And then the Prime Minister gave Chester Cooper another job. Fix all of those airports throughout the Family Islands. But he couldn't do that. So, Mr. Cooper, instead of talking about the FNM and our leader, put that in your pipe and smoke it and talk that.
The worst ever. The worst ever.
Now, FNM, I can turn very quickly because I know somebody can be running by soon and doing this. Let's talk about Golden Isles. It is crazy. Out of this world. As Papa would say, unthinkable.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. That a government that has been in power for 4 years has the nerve, the audacity to come to the people of Golden Isles to say they want their vote. It's unbelievable that the candidate for the PLP is going around talking about a 10-point plan. He can't even name you 10 things the government has done in Golden Isles.
But maybe, you know, if you think about it, we've seen this movie before. So, when they were spending $280 million on consultants, they ain't had time to check for Golden Isles. When they were spending $60 million on travel, they ain't had time to check for Golden Isles. When the Prime Minister them spent $1.1 million on one trip, they wasn't checking for Golden Isles. When they gave out those $500 million in no-bid contracts, they wasn't checking for Golden Isles. And now they won't come for your vote? Man, they got to be crazy. Golden Isles, I told you the other night, elections are about choices, but elections are also about a message. We must send the Progressive Liberal Party a message on Monday that you cannot take advantage of the people. You cannot insult the people. You can't disrespect the people and won't come back now to try and get our vote. Just remember what their candidate said. They have neglected the constituency of Golden Isles. This time around,
make some noise for the deputy leader FNM. So I want you to stand up to your feet. Let's get ready to get loose. As I bring to you the newest Bohemian rake and scrape phenom, Jonny Cash!
Yeah, here we go!
Why you always spending all your money on these guys?
Y'all ready? Let me hear you make some noise!
I spend all my money on them because every time I spend this corn, when I spend this gold, you know,
here we go! Oh, that's what she calling me. When she rub my head on my belly, she forgets all of my money. That's because she's sweeter than mango, but her sick, she tastes like honey. You know, Moxie, I catch the crowd. I mean, the one way is hard to be. She asked me if I will pay a light and water bill. I said, She say a refrigerator and cupboards need to fill. I said, She asked if I would still buy a monkey from Brazil. I said, She asked me if I die, will I put her in the will. I said, She want lobster steak, shrimp and things. She ain't want no chicken stock. She want a brand new Benz's idea with 215s in the back. Can't take all no dingy boat. She want drink wine on the yacht. Baby, everything you asking for, I can give you all of that. But I can need a little piece of that sweetness if you want to be financially free. Ain't gonna be every single day, ain't gonna be every single week. You don't think cause I'm 64, this old dog ain't gonna be on E. Yeah, I know that I'm not KB. Let me hear y'all sing it out loud. Oh, that's what she calling me. When she rub my head on my belly, she forgets all of my money. That's because she's sweeter than mango, matter sick, she tastes like honey. You know, Moxie, I catch the crowd. I mean, the one way is hard to be. Big Daddy. Oh, that's what she calling me. I's a old man who wants a young girl. I can buy all the fancy things. She don't need to work on no job. I don't care if she cook or clean. She's the one that I take. FNM, make some noise. She say she like take trips only first class on the plane. I say, Say she want caviar with a cold glass of champagne. I say, She asks if her lifestyle is something I can maintain. I say, She asks if she could be the wife and have my last name. I say, She want lobster steak, shrimp and things. She ain't want no chicken snack. She want a brand new Benz's idea with 215s in the back. Can't take on no dingy boat. She want drink wine on the yacht. Baby, everything you asking for, I can give you all of that. But I can need a little piece of that sweetness if you want to be financially free. Ain't gonna be every single day, ain't gonna be every single week. You don't think cause I'm 64, this old dog ain't gonna be on heat. Yeah, I know that I'm not KB. Definitely, yo! Oh, that's what she calling me. When she rub my head on my belly, she forgets all of my money. That's because she's sweeter than mango, mother sick, she tastes like honey. You know, Moxie, I catch the crowd. I mean, the one is I could be. Ooh, that's what she calling me. Why's a old man who wants a young girl like can buy all the fancy things? She don't need to work on no job. I don't care if she cook or clean. She's the one that I'm taking care of. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jonny K.
That's what she calling me. When she rub my head and my belly, she gets all of my money. That's because she's sweeter than mango medicine. She tastes like honey. Debra Moxey, I catch the crowd.
Big Daddy! FNMs! FNMs! Golden Odds! Now the other fella, the other day, so he's the daddy. But FNMs, guess who reached? Guess who reached? Help me to welcome to the stage the real Papa, the Right Honorable Prime Minister Hubert Ingraham.
You're simply the best.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Leader, please. Thank you. Stop the horn, please. Stop the horn. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Leader, fellow FNMs. Yeah, Daddy been here. The Papa Reach. Just a moment. Just a word of advice to Daddy. Brave, my friend. I want you to know that Fox and Sabas is called Perry Christie, Daddy. A word of advice is enough. Golden Isles, we are not strangers. We know each other a long time. For that matter, during my entire 3 terms in office as Prime Minister, you and I were together. 10 years with Watson and 5 years with Charlie Maynard. You know me and I know you. You know where I stand? I know what I stand for. You know what I did while I was in office? And you know what I did not do. I came here tonight just to have a little chat with you before Monday. I didn't come to deliver a rally speech. But I want you to listen to me. This is a chat between people who are acquainted with one another, who know one another. I came to endorse and to recommend that you support Brian Brown as your candidate on Monday. To fill your vacant seat in the House of Assembly. And I came to encourage all registered voters in the Golden Isles constituency to come out and vote for your next MP. Nearly 2,000 of you voted for Brian Brown last time. You know, this was one of the 6 seats. I didn't expect the party to win the last election. But this is one of the 6 seats in New Providence I expected the party to win. And I was surprised that Brian did not win. But that didn't stop him. He didn't pick up his Georgia bundle and leave. He never closed his constituency office. He remained here. He listened to your complaints. And he helped wherever he could. He, as a resident of this constituency, suffers the same neglect that you suffer. Pothole-filled roads, broken park equipment, lack or deficiency in public services, like the hospital, the road traffic, or name it. I have known Brian for a long time. I first met him when he was a very young man, because I was young then too. When I was seeking to become Prime Minister in 1992, he proved to me then he was a good and decent man. He's still one. Dependable, hardworking, and dedicated. He hails from Mayaguana. He is of strong stock. You need a representative in the House like him. Frank Watson, you know, provided you good representation for 20 long years. And you have not had representation like Frank Watson since he's been gone. I believe Brian Brown could be your next Frank Watson. You are a special constituency here in New Providence. You are in one of the suburbs of New Providence, Nassau, made up of more than 25 different subdivisions, plus the Adelaide community. You don't require many things from the government. The vast majority of you live in either your own home or your family's home. You just require the government deliver what good, honest governments are supposed to do. Your roads need to be maintained, not just at election time. You need your streets. You know, you are one part of New Providence that had a lot of flooding. Many of your neighborhoods flood a lot. And you're called upon to pay real property tax, and you're entitled to see those taxes go to work for you. You need representation that will focus on your needs, not at election time, but all the time. I believe the man to do that job is Brian Brown. When this election came around, you know, I spoke to him. I told him to let it pass, to wait for the big dance. But no, he said he couldn't wait. He said he loves you and he is in love with you. And he wasn't going to take the chance and let you get nobody else's hand. So I said, go for it. Go for it. And he went for it. He works for himself. He's a very independent man. As a young man, you know, I used to say that people like him, they could live. You know what I mean? He don't need to be in the house. He could live. He's demonstrated all these years he knew how to earn a decent living and to become successful. He isn't looking for a job. He won't be asking the FNM if it comes to power for a job. If they want to use him in a job, that's fine. But he'll be happy just to be your MP. There are so few people nowadays who come forward to run for office who are not looking for a job or looking for something. But I assure you, Brian Brown ain't looking for nothing. He wants to represent you. He wants to work for you, and he's a decent man. He's an active member of his church, Cousin McPhee, tied to the marijuana roots. He's active in the community, and he's active in the FNM. In fact, he's an officer in the FNM. He was Charlie Maynard's campaign general back in 2011. And he was a campaign general for Duane, our departed brother. And when Duane forsook us and fled, he picked up the mantle. And he's been pursuing your interests ever since. For those who voted for him last time, nearly 2,000 of you, I came to ask you to vote for him again. And you know, if all of you who voted for him last time vote for him again, he'll win. For those of you who didn't come out to vote last time, because you were vexed with the FNM or what have you, come out this time. And I want to tell FNMs, don't be focused on who the returning officer is. The returning officer has good reason why he calls Brave Daddy. And that's his business. Right? He has good reason. People who call me Papa, they got good reason for that too. On election day, you focus upon getting your voters out. Don't concern yourself over whether they get thief an election from you. You can't thief an election in the Bahamas. We got too many guardrails, we got too many rules and whatnot, too many experienced people for that to happen. Right? Just be sure of that. You get your voters out. Get those ballots in the box, get them counted, and if you win, you'll pick up. You know, the Bahamas was able to conduct an election to elect the PLP when the UBP was at its peak. And then they conducted an election when the PLP was at its peak. And the FNM won. And then the PLP won. Then the FNM won. And the PLP won. So whoever wins on election day will win. Don't concern yourself because an inexperienced returning officer messed up on election on polling day, on the pre-polling day. Don't concern yourself with that because you know what the rules are and you make sure they are followed. You make sure they're followed. You've been well trained by the FNM as to what is to happen, and the PLPs are well trained. So ain't nobody at no poll could do nothing against you. And you got the numbers. You know, Golden Isles have been overlooked and neglected. If you choose to vote for the PLP again this election, it means you like bad treatment. You mean some people like bad treatment, you know. I don't believe you like bad treatment. You look to me like people who like good treatment. If you don't vote for them this time, they'll learn a lesson. And of course, if they learn a lesson, they might do better next time. And they got plenty of time. If they win the election on Monday coming, they can hold an early election. By March, you'll be in the polls. If they don't win, they're going to stench. You take it from me. And so, I've come tonight to ask you a very simple question. To vote for yourself, for your children, for your community, and for your country. And to vote for a man who will represent you well, an honest man, a good man, a decent man, and a man who is prepared to work for you, not for the FNM or anybody else, to work for you. And I assure you, he will get the job done. And so speaking for myself, on Monday, do it for Papa.
This time around, this time around, this time around, we hear it crying round. This time around, this time around, this time around, we hear it crying round. This baby, once they give, educational move. Full of the kids, there gotta be no ways. Like handling business, all kind of things in peace. Senior citizens, hey, golden ILCC, this side. You're crying round, we'll be just fine. And golden ILO, we ain't blind. He's been like our MP, long, long time. Let's make it official. Yeah, go in the ground, golden not blow the whistle. I'm trying to share every town. We need no pickle, right, in on the ground. So let's make it official. Golden eyes and brown. Let's make it official. Yeah, go in the ground. Golden eyes blow the whistle. I'm trying to share every town. We need no pickle, right, in on the ground. That's right. This time around, we hear it Brian Brown, Brown.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure, indeed my honor, to present to you the next MP for Golden Isles. So when the House of Assembly meets on Wednesday, the 3rd of December, Golden Isles seat will no longer be vacant. It'll be filled with Brian Brown. I now present Brian Brown to you.
Yes, sir.
FNM! FNM! Oh my Lord, look at Dignity Garden tonight. FNM! Everybody! Come on! FNM! I can't hear you. FNM! Oh my God, look at Dignity Garden tonight. Just look at Dignity Garden tonight. What a wonderful night tonight. FNMs. Let me do some housekeeping before I get started. First of all, I want to thank all of the campaign workers who've been working for us for the past 6 weeks, who've joined us. And all we here on the ground, this one is for Brian Brown. Brian Brown. Brian Brown. Then I want to thank all of those persons who've been calling my phone. All of the churches, the Anglican has been calling, the Methodist has been calling, the Baptist has been calling, the Pentecostal has been calling. All they say, Brian, this one is for you. Now, FNMs, I've been around in this politics for a long time. I know when you're winning. This one is for Golden Highs. You better get ready. We're going to make history on Monday, the 24th, and 2025 will be history in the book. You could tell the PLP put that in their history book. I could tell you that. And so we are looking forward for this Monday. Tomorrow, we're going to paint Golden Isles red. We want everybody out. Monday morning early, we want you at 4 a.m. in the morning. Because we're going to whip, whop, whip, whop, whip, whop, whip, whop. That's what we're going to do with MPLP on Monday morning. Now, the number man boarded with me last night. He come, I could tell him he come with money, but I come with Almighty God. And when you come with Almighty God, I can tell you, Brother Darren, you don't touch God anointing. And don't do him no harm. Don't come for me. Because I'll come for you in the name of Jesus. I can tell you that, boy. You better go Paradise Island where you come from. You don't know Golden Isles. Your money ain't gonna save the PLP this time. I understand they're employing all the social workers. They give you a $100 voucher. Well, they should have think about that when they take it from the same woman in the wheelchair. $84 voucher. They should have think about that. Too late for them now. You're all gone. You're all gone. I could tell you that. I got a message for Wayne Monroe. All of the police reservists in my constituency have been calling me, and I can fight for them. They haven't got paid from August. Pay the people. Pay the people. All of those who have the contract with the government. One man tell me for the 11 years, they paid him twice for the year. Pay the people. Y'all could travel all over the place. Pay the goddamn people. I'm hot with y'all. I'm hot with y'all. I'm hot with them. All over the place, traveling. Pay the goddamn people.
The worst ever.
Pay them.
Philip and his crew are the worst ever.
Pay them. Y'all want to spend money like a drunken sailor? Pay the people. They don't want to see me in Parliament. I tell you, they don't want to see me in Parliament, Darren. I will beat them. I will spank them for the people. So on Monday, let's get ready. I hear one of the returning officers say, I known for stopping the cars for the ballot. Well, I can stop it and tell you all get it right. That same one who going on Shanique Miller show say Brian is known for that. Yeah, I stopped it in Adelaide. I stopped you all at the church, and I will stop you all again. Don't play with the people. I tired of PLP. I tired of them. You ain't tired of God, take it, I tired of them. You all better wake up. This PLP is selling this country. I tired, Darren. I'm tired of them. We fight for our future. We fight for our future. The PLP got this country in a mess. in a mess. So FNM, we ought to fight back. We ought to fight back. Let me get to my speech, man. I hot with them. This time around, we going with who? This time we going with who? On election day, all I want to hear, Brian Buckley Brown. Brian Buckley.
Beat is for Brown. Golden eyes and the FNM taking over town. Beat is for Brian. Beat is for Brown. It's 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 for Brown.
Look at this crowd tonight. Look at the strength. Look at the movement right here in the heart of Golden Eyes. Tonight is just not another rally night. Tonight is a declaration that Golden Eyes is awake. Golden Eyes is fed up, and Golden Eyes is ready. We are ready for leadership that don't show up when cameras come, but leadership that been here all along. Everywhere I walk in my constituency, the message is the same. Brian, we are tired. We are ready for a change. Golden Eyes, I'm right there with you. I tired too. But now more than ever, it's important that we fight back. This week after the advance poll, we saw something that should concern every Bahamian. We saw an attempt to move sealed ballot envelopes in a vehicle that not was agreed on, not approved, not secured. And hear me good. We had Brian Hat in the beam. And if they had knocked me down, I was prepared to fight for Golden Eyes. We had to stand firm. We had to force them to follow the rules. Because if we didn't, those ballots would have been gone in the night. Why did that happen? Because this PLP government is desperate. Because they know Golden Eyes has gone red. Because they know that they can't win clean. So they'll try to win slick. But I'm telling you tonight, not here, not in Golden Eyes, not this election. We are watching them. We will stop them. And we will not let them steal this election from the people of Golden Eyes. This government sent a candidate who only learned where Dignity Garden was after nomination day. A man who discovered Golden Eyes the same time the drone camera did. A man who says he's ready to bring change, but couldn't bring a single change in 4 years in the Senate. Golden Eyes. Oh, Golden Eyes. All I could say, he is not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Us.
He don't talk like us. He don't live like us. He don't walk these streets. He don't understand the struggle. He is an outsider. And Golden Eyes, we don't need no outsider explaining to our future. And now, their millionaires' friends have joined the show. One of them stood on the stage last night and said with a straight face, "Your residency is not your resume." Well, bye, John. Well, let me tell that one something. Golden Eyes already known. Your money is not your ministry. Your health is not your weakness. And your fortune is not your foundation for leadership. You don't earn the trust of struggling Bahamian by building an empire off the losses. You don't earn moral authority by renting buildings to government and calling it service. Golden Eyes is not impressed. Golden Eyes is not fooled. We need someone right from here. Somebody who lives here. Somebody who feels the pain of the people. And that's why on Monday, we are going to whip, whop, whip, whop. Brian Berkeley Brown is running to lift the constituency and to fight for real change, for safe communities, First, we must deal with the number one concern I hear every door: safety. I, Brian Berkeley Brown, I will work hard, hand in hand with the police, with our churches, our residents, to strengthen neighborhood security, expand community patrols, and bring back order to our communities. I, Brian Berkeley Brown, we will live to restore integrity to immigration with a system that is strong, that is fair, and that is legal. A system Golden Arts family can trust. We will bring better infrastructure, because after safety, the next thing you will tell me everywhere I go is, Brian, we need a community that actually works. And you're right. That's why we will push for real improvement. Not talk, not photographs, street lights that works, roads you can drive on without bursting a tire. Clean neighborhoods where families feel proud to live. Drainage that doesn't flood every time it rains. And a community program for children, youth, and the seniors that don't disappear after election day. We will bring real affordable housing. And let us talk about one of the biggest struggles families face today: finding a place they can actually afford to call home. Under Brian Berkeley Brown leadership, Golden Eyes have a fighter for real affordable housing. Homes family can realistically buy or even rent. Not political fantasies or empty promises. We will push for new homes, better access, and fairer opportunities for every family trying to build a life here. We will do a better health care and school, and we cannot ignore state of our service. From clinics breakdown or hospitals stretched thin, from teachers without resources to parents begging for support, we all see it. I will fight for improvement, health care, stronger schools, and real social support, so that every person, young or old, can live with dignity, pride, and access to quality care. Then I will bring representation that never disappears. As an MP, I should not be a stranger. I will be present, accessible, and accountable, working every day for you and for you. Because when this election is done, I'm still right here. Not behind any gate, not on West Bay Street, not on Paradise Island, not hiding out east. I'm right here in Golden Eyes, where I belong. As I close tonight, Golden Eyes on Monday, you have a choice, a real choice. An outsider who just found you, or a neighbor who never left you. A government that only show up when they want you, or a representative who will show up every single day. A PLP that breaking this country pieces by pieces, or a movement that's ready to build its back stronger. So hear me tonight. This time around, we going with Brian Brown. Say it with me. This time around, we going with Brian Brown. So early on Monday, get out early. Bring your family. Call your neighbors. Call your friends. Let's send a message loud to the whole Bahamas. Golden Eyes is not for sale. The Bahamas is not for sale. And no outsider could take what belongs to the people and to the PLP. Monday we are coming to whip, whop, whip, whop, whip, whop, whip, whop, whip, whop. What we gonna do? We gonna whip them, whop them. God bless you, Golden Eyes. Good night. See you tomorrow.
This time around.
Golden Eyes!
This time
Make some noise for your next member of parliament, Mr. Brian Berkeley Brown. This time around, we are going with Brian Berkeley Brown. Now FNMs, Golden Arms, hold on, get ready. The big drum is about to drop now. You've heard from the team. Now hear from the man that is leading the charge. A man of integrity. A man with vision. A man who is dedicated to working for you. Golden Arms, FNMs, stand to your feet. Stand to your feet and make some noise for the leader of the Free National Movement. Iron Mike, Mr. Michael Clifton Pintard. Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Michael Clifton Pintard. FNM. Welcome to the stage. The next Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Michael Gladstone Pintard. FNM! 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 Let's get ready to rumble!
Strives for greatness and works hard. Pintard, Marco City. Pintard puts in the work. He works. Pintard puts in the work. He works hard.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you, my brother. Yes, sir. Good to see you, bro. Give it to them. Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
True God, baby.
True God. When Michael are working work extremely, touching at the air for the one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pintard puts in the work. He works. Pintard puts in the work. He works harder. Pintard puts in the work. He
works. Pintard puts in the work.
Y'all look good tonight. It's good to see so many of our candidates here tonight. It's good to have Papa in the house tonight. It's good to have Tommy T in the house tonight. But most importantly, it's good to have Golden Isles in the house tonight. My daughter said, you know, politics isn't for her, but she wanted me to know she can make a point when it's necessary. Before I begin tonight, I recognize that we are meeting at a time when so many Bahamians are challenged. In Grand Bahama, contracted security workers at Grand Lucayan have been struggling to get paid. We got a note several days back, not just talking about security workers, but those who are working 2 days at the Grand Lucayan. I want you to imagine for a moment that you leave your home to protect someone else's assets and you lose a daughter. But the fact that you have not been paid determines whether or not you are in a position to funeralize your child. Or you're facing eviction, whether it's from an apartment or a house where the arrears are increasing. But I want to, on the backdrop of that, make an announcement tonight. This government that often behave like gangsters, we told you when we spoke with you several times before that they borrowed $20 million illegally. The minister did not have the authority to borrow $20 million. Only the Minister of Finance can commit us to that debt. They were supposed to build $20 million worth of homes in this same area. And we told you we couldn't find $20 million worth of home. We couldn't find 15. We couldn't find 10. We are pressed to find 5. On the heels of that, this government deposited $10 million into an account. We've called the name over and over. The so-called Carmichael Village Development Project Limited. We've asked in the House, where we have protection, out of the House in case they wish to sue, tell us who the board of directors are, because we understand the company is not in good standing. No one has answered the question. I just told you about workers who can't be paid. We have family members who can't get medicines or diagnostic tests at the hospital or in a clinic because of the scarcity of funds. But they borrowed $20 million they can't explain. $10 million on top of that they deposited in what we call a ghost company. But here's the announcement. But tonight, we can tell you that they have deposited an additional $10.2 million in the same account. According to their own Ministry of Finance report, sometime between July and September, this government shifted another $10.2 million into this ghost company. So Golden Isles, Bahamas,
Why are they hiding the truth about the $20.2 million of your money that they have spent? There's a song I used to hear a lot that I believe is their theme song that says, they are gangsters for life. And so when I say more, you say fire. More? More? When I say FNM, you say victory. FNM? FNM? Tonight we stand on the edge of a powerful moment. What you do will determine if we are entering a new chapter in the governance of this country. Because tonight, we are marching to a place where we could determine who leads this constituency and who leads this country going forward. We have a chance. We have a chance to reject arrogance, to reject bad treatment, to demand from this government and every government that follows respect. We have a chance to say, enough is enough. We've walked this constituency with Brian Brown. We've walked from Adelaide and Coral Harbour, all the way down to what we hope will be renamed as Life Changers Boulevard. We have walked throughout this constituency with a man who knows and loves the people he seeks to serve some more, because he's been serving already. And everywhere we go, people are saying, this time around, this time around,
this time around, this time around, this time around, we give it Brian Brown.
For 4 years, they promised a new day. And what we got was quite possibly the worst stretch of bad governance since independence. And we know that they could sense that people are fed up. You know the song, Poor People Fed Up? Well, even middle class people fed up. Even rich people fed up. And so we have a chance on Monday to send them a message that enough is enough, and that we are in the process of not just electing a new member of parliament, but we are in the process of firing them. Now I want you to know that a losing PLP is a desperate PLP. And I know they get plenty of money. They got the government money. In other words, they got your money. And anyone who come with plenty of money, when you check how they earn their money, it's still your money. So ain't nothing wrong with taking it. You can take it. It's your money after all. But after you take it, I want you to put the worst whip-wop special on them that they have ever experienced. Note that they are not talking about their record in this election. If you're going to enter an election, one would expect that you would tell people the basis on which you are asking them to support you. In Golden Isles, they're not talking a whole lot about their record. In fact, they are running from their record. I believe that come election time, they won't be talking a lot about their record in Nassau or in Grand Bahama or anywhere in the Bahamas. What they're telling you today is what ribbon they just cut, what airport they just started, what billboards of potential hospitals they wish to build. What they are not doing is showing you completed projects.
The worst ever, the worst ever. Philip and his crew are the worst ever, worst ever, worst ever, worst ever.
They are the worst ever. 4 years ago, they promised a new day. The question is, what did we get? We got a hospital in Grand Bahama and New Providence that often have a shortage of medicine, a shortage of equipment necessary to determine the state of our people's health. We have a hospital in Grand Bahamas where they can't finish the morgue. In New Providence, they cannot finish accident and emergency. But every minister of this government has insurance, and I guarantee you they are flying all around the world to get the best possible medical treatment in the world. But our people are in hallways, on gurneys, are sitting around in and outside the hospital. It cannot be right that you have hoisted us on your shoulder and delivered us to Parliament and the Senate so that we get a better quality of life and you don't. That has to stop. And if they have a heart for the people, they wouldn't be beating their chests and patting themselves on their back. They would admit that all of us could have done better, and they would determine that every day going forward, they would work tirelessly for you. That is our commitment. That is Brian Brown's commitment to you. We living in a country that is a prosperous country in many ways. And I mean no disrespect, but how many of us have come from a home where the light went out just recently? Because we know that throughout this country there are persons who face disconnection today. In Marco City, there were some that we sought to intervene on their behalf. This is the reality our people face. That's why we said from the beginning, if they were serious, they wouldn't raise tens of millions of dollars just to have a party to dupe people to vote for them. They would have sought to solve fundamental problems our people are facing. People whose lights are off, whose waters are off, who despite 2 jobs can't afford a decent apartment.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. Instead, what did they do? What did we get from the New Day? VAT back on medicine, back on food, back on feminine products. Does that sound or feel like progress for you? I tell you, this crew is truly the worst ever.
The worst ever, the worst ever. Philip and his crew are the worst ever, worst ever, worst ever, worst ever, worst ever, worst ever, worst ever.
And when they fail to deliver, that don't humble them. That doesn't suck the arrogance out of them. In fact, they continue to act in their own self-interest. That's where the scandals come from. The arrogance begin to slip in. Like a true thug in a car, they can roll up on you. And they'll push you once or twice. Bump you if you don't move, even if you're law enforcement and in the right. That's how they roll. Ain't no wonder they just call some people daddy. You should ask who all call people daddy and why they call them daddy. We can come to that a little later. They don't respect anything. In fact, Junkanoo is the quintessential, no, let me break that down. It is the prime expression of our culture, and this stiff-necked, hard-headed government believes only them understand how to manage Junkanoo. They know better than Junkanooers how to manage Junkanoo. I say to Junkanooers, don't surrender to fellas who ain't committed to culture. Don't give in. Stand up. Stand up like that same expression of culture that was born in the spirit, in the marrow, in the bones of our people. When you hear a beat, it is the heartbeat of a people who know struggle, who have overcome many storms. So no arrogant politician ought to come pushing you around for personal, selfish reasons. I tell you, they are truly the worst ever.
The worst ever, the worst ever, ever.
And I want you to know that a few of them, I said last time, they really believe diplomatic immunity will protect them forever. But I want you to know a few of them are very much afraid. They praying to God that court case in the U.S. does not end anytime soon. We curious too. We'd like to know who the high-ranking government official is. There may be none, or there may be one, or two, or three. They like to brag. We did this. We did that. So Golden Isles, let's talk about what else they did. One of the things they did is promise 2 brand new hospitals, even though they can't staff the existing one. That's what they did. What they did, they put VAT on items that were 0 rated. That's what the PLP did. We are advised by some legal luminaries that one of the things they did, using that law, the acquisition of land use, that they somehow took properties from one group of families to give it the same property to another group of families. That's what I heard they did.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. So when they brag about the things they do, they should tell the whole story. They should tell how Alfred Sayers and Philip Davis did not take the advice on how to keep electricity rates low and predictable, remove the hedge, and cause your light bills to go up, and still come behind and privatize BPL, and didn't give you a chance to buy shares because the buy-in is too high for the very people who suffered because of the dysfunction of BPL for all these years. That's how they roll. I tell you, they are truly the worst ever.
The worst ever, the worst ever, ever.
Now, they have an interesting candidate on their side. I won't spend a lot of time talking about him. The truth is, he don't even spend a lot of time talking about himself. But as he go from door to door, he just beat the hell out of the PLP. He talked about the horrible representation, the fact that they neglected this constituency. We don't have a problem with him momentarily telling the truth. What we have a problem with is that he would not own the part of the neglect that he's responsible for. So let's just say he wasn't here, so he didn't help. But what the hell stopped him from raising his voice in Parliament? What stopped him from speaking up on behalf of the people of Golden Isles, or Fox Hill, or Marathon, or Beantown, for all of the passion he claims to have for transforming the lives of others? He has not spoken up for struggling Bahamians. The truth is, sometimes you got to know what it is to be a member of the group that I and many of you come from. We came from the sufferers. We came from Key West Street and Step Street. We came from Jenny Street and Florida Court and 7th Street, the Grove. We know what it is to exit the back door to go to the outside toilet. We know what it is to have a mother who wished to be home but have to hold down 2 jobs to support all 5 children. And so there is something about knowing what pain is, to be able to feel the pain of others and wish to work for them every day to change their lives. This candidate is struggling with that story. And so he has also brought along with him some people who have been wealthy for so long they cannot remember what it's like to suffer. And so we see the bigwigs moving through constituencies, through polling divisions, seeking to solve a whole host of problems. The only problem is they're not asking you what your challenges are. What's your children's dreams and aspirations? How could we create an environment where those that wish to work hard and smart can do well? They're asking you, how many persons in the house? 4, 5? What you all need? What you all need? In other words, they are seeking to treat some folks like tricks, where you show up for your moment of pleasure and you produce a couple of dollars to get it, and the next time you see them again is when you need another fix. Golden Isles, you have an opportunity to send them a message that we deserve better. And plus, we know you. We know that the way your team operates, that yes, you are among the worst ever.
The worst ever, the worst ever, ever.
I know I run a risk, but forgive me, let me say this. Something has to be wrong with a team and a candidate when they would permit their team to take a flyer and slap it on a billboard that has the image of their former member of parliament and cover it in a way that you could just barely see the tie. No matter what the opinion was about how they perform, there has to be respect for someone who stood with you on your team. And if somebody did it in error, you got to be the bigger man to say we riding with him in life and in death. Because hiding the picture isn't what deals with the concern that residents have. It's owning the shortcomings and pledging to be and do differently. But this brother, who's seeking to lead this community, did not and do not have the respect to go to the billboard, to take down the poster, to leave the image so that people could see someone who put in time in the area. Residents will decide themselves who they wish to lead them, but have some respect. Because if you do it to a member of your team, what will you do to the people of Golden Isles? I tell you, they are among the worst ever. You should apologize to residents and to the family. It doesn't sound like that's a leader to me. The Prime Minister himself said in the rally that they had that because of the by-election, Golden Isles now have their attention. So, Pitsock lied. He lied when he said he advocated for the sidewalk. He advocated for the roads. That's why it's being done. My friend from Ocho Reyes, Jamaica, say, lie, dem a tell. Pure lie, dem a tell. The Prime Minister on his feet admitted that for 4 years, he told you he loved you, cared about you, willing to serve you, but he only noticed you because there was a tragedy in the camp. We should not give him or his team member an opportunity to govern any longer. And so tonight, we brought to you a man that is committed to your welfare, who now needs very little introduction. Someone said the other night, Brian don't only know the grandparents and the parents and the children, he even know the name of the pets. That's commitment. And so Golden Isles, it's a matter of trust. I want to say this about the gentleman from Cat Island. And Cat Island is an incredible place. I told you before, under Davis representation, if Columbus come back, he'll still recognize Cat Island. The Prime Minister, he's from Old Bite. My family, we from New Bite. That should tell you that's the way it's going to go in the future. But I was saying that Philip used to be a fan of the whistle. But it turns out now that he doesn't like the sound of the whistle when Bahamians are blowing it. That's why he could seek to force the top management of immigration out, because they blew a whistle on a corrupt minister who was the minister of immigration. He doesn't like the sound of whistles when it is a nurse who wishes to continue to save lives, saying to us, let's improve the hospital so that our children, our family can survive. What they do instead is they punish people who stand up and speak up. Last week I shared with you information brought to me and to others, to many of you, by persons who we trusted, who we know to be credible, when they talked about how institutions of the government are used on occasion to transport monies and documents, in this case, passports. These jokers call me everything but a child of God. I call the name of certain positions who I should answer. Instead, the Prime Minister answered through his office. But we didn't hear an answer from the Chief Passport Officer. We didn't hear an answer from the Minister of Foreign Affairs. We didn't hear an answer from the Minister of National Security. We didn't hear an answer from the Minister of Tourism, who has responsibility for Bahamas Air. But I promised that over time we will stay with this issue. We will explore every case where NIB cards have been misused, where work permits have been obtained by immigration consultants long before they actually found the workers, where persons can come in and over a short period of time can get a work permit, then a permanent residency and a citizenship, while there are others who have remained stateless for decades and have not been able to get straight. So we raised the alarm about the cross-border movement of money and passports. What did we get? Political press release from the Prime Minister. Well, I want them to stay tuned. Already people are coming forward and saying to them, you all know better. You know what's been happening. We were surprised that today the newspapers came out and we didn't see a press release from the Prime Minister. We wondered, had he gone to Jabim again on a multi-million-dollar trip? We wanted to know whether the printer had broken down or the pen had run out of ink. But we can't find we can't find Philip Davis in town. We searched all over Cable Beach and West Bay Street, but we couldn't find Philip in town. I can stop there for now. I just want to say to the Prime Minister, I just want to say to Fred Mitchell, who unfortunately is under such tremendous pressure. I think he needs an intervention. I see a couple of my friends in the audience, they're professionals. He needs an intervention. I want to talk to you all in a sidebar to help him out later. But I want to say to them, we are red and we are not scared.
I told it. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared.
So in case you missed it, $106,000 in cash seized on a Bahamas Air flight. There was a police investigation. There was an internal investigation. There was one person fired, but strangely, the one person who's been fired is fighting for their reputation. But some folks who have been alleged to be ringleaders, one was able to resign peacefully months later, but others are still employed at the national flag carrier. And so I would like to hear from those four positions that I just mentioned. Not the Prime Minister's office speaking on their behalf, because it's important for them to speak so you could know, as the truth comes out, whether we have men and women of integrity as gatekeepers for our institutions. And all we're going to say, you can deny all you want, but you can't hide the truth. We have a broken system and we have an obligation to fix it. We're not claiming to be perfect, but we do know we have an imperfect system that demands that we fix it. And we are up to the task. And so, for those who don't want to fix it, your time come in.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Baddies.
So we say to the Prime Minister and his four appointees, Minister of Foreign Affairs, ducking and dodging all the time, Minister of National Security, whose speech is so complex, often I cannot understand the point he is trying to make. The Minister of Tourism, who sat idly by and allowed the moorings deal to be signed in Exuma and then came out and sideswiped his colleagues, backstab them. You know, in the Bahamas, there's this saying, when people commit little malfeasance together, some people say crimes, but just things that are wrong. Let's forget the crime. Things that are wrong. You know the brothers to say, the brothers on the road to say, boy, why do 10 when you could share it with a friend? That's just the motto. He said, why should I take the blame in Exuma? It was that fella, the Prime Minister, who signed that deal. He threw Davis under the bus. Had it not been for some FNM to just try and pull him out because we value life, he would have been in trouble. And so they want to know why we spoke up last week. We spoke up because we have an obligation to sound the alarm and to raise questions. We didn't regret it then, and we don't regret it now. So as I wrap up, I want to say this. These fellas who wish to accuse us of telling tall tales, let me tell you a little bit about them. They will talk about lies. Remember the fella said Bamsey had insurance, but it didn't? So I say, he must have told The same fella said, he has $135 million in surplus. It turned out, Brian Brown, that he had a $2 million deficit. That sounds to me like they promised public servants that they were going to give them that little thing. And it is a little thing. The day came and went and they didn't do it. That seemed to me to be they said it wasn't their baby. But the corruption that's rearing its head in this country, when I hold that corruption up and I hold their picture up, it looked like the same. I'm thinking that is their baby. So what they said must be they promised they was going to fix immigration. And one way to fix it was to fire Keith Bell. But they didn't, no matter how many things that brother is accused of. So their claim that they would fix immigration must be and of course, they said that in Carmichael. They were going to build $20 million worth of homes. They said that they were going to add an additional 20. That's what they did. So for $40 million, can you find $40 million worth of homes in Golai? I think we'll say no. So what they said about housing explosion, that must be So what will we do? I believe we need to fire them. I believe we need to fire Philip Davis, Chester Cooper, and all of the ministers and backbenchers. What should we do? What should we do? And so tonight we present to you the next member of parliament for Golden Isles. He is the man who's going to assist us in bringing the whip whop special to this government. Where that song? All of y'all sitting down. This song, where the song? We want to deliver the whip whop special. That next member of parliament is none other than our brother, Brian Berkeley Brown, who will deliver the whip whop special.
Trying to catch a vibe. Met this pretty young thing who should have seen them die.
DJ. Hold it, Mr. DJ. So if you want change, then you have to vote for Brian Brown and the Whip Wop Special. Bring it up, Mr. DJ.
Whip wop, reach out, sis, whip wop, whip wop, reach out, sis, whip wop, whip wop, reach out, sis, 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 whip.
For better housing, Whip Wop Special. For world-class health system,
reach out, sis, whip wop.
A better educational system.
Reach out, sis, whip wop.
For the retirement of Philip.
Reach out, sis, whip wop. Reach out, sis, whip wop. Reach out, sis, whip wop.
I want you to knock on every door. Bring your family out. Bring your neighbor out. We have to deliver Brian.
Reach out, sis, whip wop.
We have to deliver Golden Heart.
Reach out, sis, whip wop.
This time around, this time around, this time around, we encourage Brian Brown.
Reach out, sis,
this time around, this time around, this time around, we encourage Brian Brown. This baby, got so much to give.
In the name of Jesus.
People and the kids, you're not on the handle his business on time. Rolling the crown.
Hold it out!
Sheriff is found. So let's make it official.
DJ, come down, DJ. DJ, come down. Come down, DJ, come down. Come down. Golden Hearts, what a night. Dignity Gardens is on fire. And on Monday, November 24th, what are we going to do? To close us out properly, let us welcome our assistant chaplain and pastor for the final lesson, Charlene Saint.
Let us pray. Our Father and our God, we thank you and we praise you. We give you honor and we give you glory. We thank you for the prayers that have already gone before us. We thank you for the seat that is ready and reserved for one Brian Brown. We thank you, mighty God, for this great leadership team. We thank you, God, for every speech that have already gone before us. Father, we thank you and we praise you for your presence. We thank you for your power and we thank you for your protection. Now, God, as we leave this place, that we be careful not to give you all the praise, the honor, and the glory. It is in you we live, we move, and we have our very being. Now, God, take us to our various homes. Take us to our destination. We give you praise, we give you honor, and we give you glory. We thank you, mighty God, for this great leader and this leadership team. We give you honor and we give you glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Pull it, pull it, pull it. Bring it back, Mr. DJ.